I'm Sarah.
I'm Dario.
And each episode will visit a new destination,
Bring you tips, share itineraries,
and tell you our wildest stories.
as we travel while POC.
And today, baby, we are in Lake Como.
Ooh.
Well, not in Lake Como.
Right. We own
We are in the surrounding areas.
plots
Plots
of lands.
Plots of lands.
No. Yeah, you're right. This is Europe.
That's dumb. That is. So, can you believe we almost did not go to Como?
I would have been sad. I would have been super sad, heartbroken.
Horrible.
Yeah.
What you bringing? What you packing in Como?
Look, there's one thing that I am bringing,
Yeah.
and that's my drone.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's my drone. That's it, y'all.
I'm bringing knee grease.
Hey, I don't know why
WD-40 for my knees.
You said you gonna pull a 10-man on their ass.
You gotta all these damn steps for no apparent reason. I mean, it is apparent it's a hill, but other than that,
mountains and shit. Ain't that the Alps?
no.
What is that?
That is definitely not. You think
Not the
Como
Alps.
is in the Alps?
No. Ain't that the mountains that's close by though?
Oh yeah, I mean.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
So it's got to be part of the Alps.
No,
Yes, it is.
it's literally not. Look it up. Look it up right now. Right now.
All right.
Right this moment.
Look at us. Already, we ain't even. How far are we into this bad boy?
Like minutes.
Not even 2 minutes, and we.
We already beefing.
Let's see. Here, I'm about to look it up live, y'all.
Just look up Lake Como
I'm about to
and
look
then
up Lake
zoom
Como.
out and see Lake Como to the Alps. How long? How
Lake
much of-
Como to the Alps.
I'm just saying they're very close, but like it's not.
I'm pretty sure that's the Alps.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
I mean, this thing don't even say what amount. This is right. It's right there.
What's right there?
It don't say what mountains it is, but
It's definitely not the Alps.
am I tripping?
Yes.
What mountains is right there?
I don't know, but it's not. It's just like terrain. I don't know what's happening.
Look, hold on. I can't take this L this early. Mountains closest. Lake Como.
I'm not saying they're not close. I'm just saying it's probably like a couple hours away.
I mean, damn. Yeah, the snowy are easy. Look, here it is. The snowy mountains of the Italian Alps are easy to reach from Lake Como.
Yeah.
Close enough to make a day trip.
Yeah, but they're not
But that's
the Lake Como Alps.
no. I didn't say they was. I'm just saying. But
But
that's
it's not part of it.
it's
It's not part of it. It's not.
it's mountainous, and so there's got to be the Alps
It's not.
part of it. I mean, it's got to be. Okay, anyway,
Well, neither one of us is a geologist, so I think we should just put this conversation to rest.
is that a geologist or a terrainologist?
So stupid.
Anyway, y'all, man, we going.
We just come off as dumb.
No. Just say, look, rest of the world. Hey, shout out to the Arab Emirates.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
For what?
For being on the charts.
Oh,
We
yeah.
we out here charting.
Look at us. Mexico City, we charting.
Yeah, right. Come on, what's up? The world is rocking
Let's
with
chart
us.
in Italy.
Hey,
Are there Lake Como charts?
They in Alps.
Wow.
Stop. All right. You are we taking off or what
Let's
we
take
doing?
off. Let's take off.
Let's take off.
Let's-
Let's go. You said we're turning this shit down.
Yeah.
No talking on the plane.
Or the airport. There's no airport.
There's no airport.
Train station, baby.
Y'all. Yeah.
So this is one of the trains that if you buy your EU Rail Pass,
Okay,
EU
sorry.
Rail Pass, EU Rail Pass, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that pass that takes you around Europe. If you buy this pass, this is one of those tickets where you just have to make a reservation. You don't have to make a reservation even. You could just hop on the train
That's cold.
Yeah.
Like you could just get on the train
from Milan,
from Milan.
and it's about 40 minutes.
And not bad at all. Was
at
it
all.
40 minutes?
Yeah, it was 40 minutes, and it was super gorgeous.
Gorgeous, y'all.
It's a nice ride.
Yes. There's a lot of graffiti on everywhere in
Yeah.
Italy for whatever reason. Y'all.
know.
I don't know what y'all doing over there.
We're not part of the geopolitical.
No. I'm
landscape
just,
of Italy.
I'm just saying it don't even got no rhyme or reason though.
I'm sure it does.
It probably do.
Just
yeah.
like how graffiti anywhere in the U.S. has rhyme or reason.
That shit ain't got rhyme.
Okay, all right.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Okay.
You said they're gonna pull
All
up.
right. Okay, they know where we are. So
Stop it. No, they
let's
don't.
not say that.
Shit, I mean, like, come on.
Anywho.
Anywho,
So yeah, so it's a 40-minute train ride from Milan. Pretty easy train. It's like a less fancy train than the other trains that we've taken around Italy. Because it's usually people don't even pay for the ticket.
Right.
But if someone pops on the train and you don't have a ticket, you have to pay.
Yeah.
And you get fined. So if you don't have the URail pass, I do recommend that you
just get it.
it's literally like so cheap.
Yeah, it was cheap.
Well, we didn't pay, so you don't know.
I'm just saying the URail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
But when you get to Lake Como, you basically arrive at the train station, and then you can like walk down a set of stairs. You basically are walking towards the lake. The
Yes.
town of Como is the town that you're going to come into, and it's the largest town on the lake. I believe, and it's the most like densely populated. It's the most that resembles a city.
Yeah.
It's not really like a huge city, but
It's not. But
it's a town.
it's crazy how that it did feel like
It's
like-
busy.
it's
like
busy.
It's obviously a lot of tourists, but people live there. It's like
Right.
there's people in homes and shit. It's not all touristy because people live there all year round. But yeah, so you walk down a set of stairs. There's already like public art. There's this like huge arm monument. Blah blah blah. It's really nice.
very nice.
Very very green. Super gorgeous. Again, this is like in May. So the weather was really wonderful. It wasn't too hot. And then most people get to Como, either they're staying in Como or they're there for the day and they're going to go to another town. So we wanted to go to like the most popular town, which you can do that. It's called Bellagio.
Yeah.
And it's if you see pictures of Como, you're probably seeing pictures of Bellagio.
Yep. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yep.
The most famous shots. There are a ton of other towns, and what we did is we took the ferry.
Well, let's don't talk about that yet.
Why?
Because we did a lot of shit on the island.
I know. I'm okay.
I mean,
we
not
did
on
one
the
thing.
island. Okay, you're right. This is one thing. Two things. We
but
waited.
basically, when we arrived, we got there in the morning. We wanted to leave Milan as early as possible. We got there in the morning, and we hadn't bought our ferry tickets in advance. You can buy them online ahead of time. We hadn't, so we stood in this long ass line.
Yeah.
And after like an hour, we got to the ticket window. We were able to buy our tickets, and our ferry was leaving at 1:30 p.m. It was probably around like 11:30
Yeah,
at that
so
time.
we had some time.
So we had some time to kill. After we got our tickets, it's basically like first come first serve on the ferry in terms of like where you sit. The ferry ride is only 40 minutes. It docks at a few different locations, but we wanted to get there early also to the ferry so we can get a nice view of the lake. There's no like rooftop of the ferry.
Right.
You're either inside or you're on the main deck. But to kill time, we wanted to get some lunch.
Right.
Because we hadn't eaten breakfast. So we kind of like wandered around. I didn't have anything planned for Como itself. I didn't think we were going to spend any time in Como. So I really didn't have anything planned, but
which is fun. It was better.
Yeah, it was
Not better,
very
but it
chill.
was,
Yeah, it's a pretty small town, so you could really just like walk around and stumble into something, which is exactly what happened.
Yep.
We found this one restaurant that is half flower shop and half bistro, and it was one of the most beautiful places.
Yes.
Like it felt like you're in a terrarium.
Yeah, terrarium, right?
Terrarium.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the glass thing with the plants in it.
Right.
That's literally what it felt like.
Man, it was dope. I mean, and that was a large plant shop.
It was.
Yeah.
They make like beautiful floral arrangements. They have really rare plants. They have local plants. They have all kinds of things.
Yeah, it was dope. So now when we was walking though too, y'all, we walked from the pier inland, and man, we walked through like this garden, and like we was walking through the neighborhood. Basically, basically through the neighborhood.
There's this like garden gorgeous. With a rose arch. Do you remember?
My God. Yes, took the picture right there. Yeah. Man, look, y'all, Lake Como is just beautiful, beautiful from pretty much every angle. Speaking of angles, we got drone shots. I'll get to that after we done eating because we did that first technically.
Yeah.
But, the food. So this place was attached to the terrarium botanical thing, right? And we had to wait till it opened. Right,
Yeah.
we just waited till it opened. We were literally the first people in this place, y'all. And so we stop in. Nice, like everything. Everything in Italy got like flowers and shit
was
everywhere. Nice
so
little
beautiful.
move and vibe, sun shining through. So we sat in like this. It wasn't a big space, but literally had plants and trees
Yeah.
and shit all growing around and everything, and tables there right there. Service was nice. We got two
Super.
dishes that looked
We got 3 different things. We got an appetizer.
three different things.
The appetizer was basically like a sourdough piece of bread with
Big ball of mozzarella.
it's a buffalo mozzarella on top and some greens and balsamic vinaigrette and like all this really like local, very fresh vegetables and stuff. It was like the best cheese I've ever had in my life. It was so good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
The chef just made that mozzarella.
yeah, for real.
Like,
We was the first one,
the
so
buffalo was just milked. I don't know.
Buffalo. Is that how it happened?
I don't fucking know.
That's weird. But we got the best piece. I feel like because we was
Yeah,
the
we
first
had
one.
just opened. Mind you, 1:30 is very early. No, what? Not even. It was noon.
Yeah.
It was very early to like eat lunch.
Yeah,
But
we did.
we did. It
We
was
did.
Very good.
It was good. And then so then we had our dishes, right?
Yeah. So I got a leek soup, but it wasn't like. It's not it's a puree. It's almost like a pure. I don't know how to describe it. It's because it's not a hot soup. But it was leeks and a basil oil and some fried bacon, and it was just like, first of all, it was beautiful and super vibrant. It was leeks and peas.
Yes.
And it was so it sounded so simple, but as soon as I saw it and the server recommended it, I was like, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
And it was so delicious. Like my mouth was watering just thinking about it.
Yeah, that was good. It
was really good.
It was a very good. Like it did look visually appealing too.
Yeah, it's so
yeah.
beautiful.
It's very nice, and it smelled good too, if I remember correctly.
It does.
It smelled good. Now I had ravioli, but y'all, this ain't no regular ravioli. What was the name of the place? Did we even say what the name of this place was?
No, we didn't.
We gotta get the name. So I had ravioli, and this ravioli was kind of like their Italian type of, or Lake Como, I should say, type spin, right?
Yeah.
So it had bacon, very, very good bacon.
Super good.
Super good bacon.
The name of the place is Figli dei Fiori.
There we go. So bacon, obviously some cheese in there. But then here's the really cool thing that I like, and I highly recommend everybody try this. It had a local fish
Oh yeah.
from Lake
It
Como
was so
called
good.
Agon, and it was a salty kind of like dry fish. When I tell you, at first I was like, you know what? When in Rome is what I said, literally, I think. But I was like, let's just try it. When's the next time I'm going to try some
Right.
actual fish from Lake Como? Y'all, if they had this fish here in stateside,
Yeah.
I would have it almost every month.
I do want to. I just pulled up their menu. I want to give like a better explanation
Yes.
of what we ate. So the first thing we got was bread with a burrata cheese from Puglia, with roasted purple eggplants, basil, and tomato confit. And then they also have a very good vegetarian menu. So if you are a vegetarian, that is probably a really good one. Dario got the stuffed ravioli with provolone and that fish. Oh no! I'm sorry, that's not yours. Maybe yours.
Sound like it.
Maybe yours isn't on the menu anymore. Maybe it was just
no. That's close to it. It had I don't know if it's provolone. I don't think it's provolone.
I don't think so.
But I definitely I think it was mozzarella, low key.
Yeah.
And then Agon.
It's.
Man,
I don't think there was cheese because there's fish.
maybe whatever the case is, it was good. This is what I'm
was
saying.
very good.
I would highly recommend y'all go there.
Yeah.
And check this out. You got to walk though. It's a little bit
It
of
is.
a walk.
But it's a beautiful walk.
It's a
so if
beautiful
you
walk.
have time, you could just walk through the neighborhood, go into the flower shop. It's really, really pretty.
Yes. I mean,
The place is pricier than like
Yes.
an average, than an average restaurant. It's a pretty fancy restaurant. I feel like we just stumbled onto it
Right.
and walked in. They have an osteria and a bistro. So like those are two different experiences. I believe an osteria is more of like a sit down,
Yep.
like meal, fancy meal. The bistro was a little more casual for lunch. I don't know how they differentiate between the two. It's the same space.
Yeah.
But it was really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
Like for real, it was a gorgeous space.
very gorgeous space.
Yeah.
Speaking of gorgeous and space, y'all, I told you I'm bringing one thing, and I brought the drone.
Yeah.
First thing we did when we got to Lake Como is we ducked off. We made it to the
barely
lake.
ducked off.
When we made it to the lake, y'all, we made it to the lake, and when you're walking up to it, it's almost like
God.
when you the walk up to Petra, up to the Grand Treasury. It's almost like that because like when you walk in, you in the city, right?
It's not real.
It's not real. And then because you see the mountains and hills and shit, but then it opens up and man, you see all the water. You smell it for one. You
Oh, damn.
pause, go
You say-
calm down. Rest of the world don't need to hear
Open
this.
up and smell,
Smell
like
it.
water.
Yeah, that's a good thing. But man, I'm telling you, that's so gorgeous just to see that. I mean,
Yeah, it was-
huge mountains. And then
It literally looks like a painting.
It looked like a
I
painting.
can't even describe.
It looked like
how
a painting from the
beautiful-
drone.
Like seeing it in real life, I was like, this cannot be real. Like
It can't be real.
The only other place that really blew my mind like that was Mexico
Mm.
and Switzerland. That I was just like, this does not look real. Like
Yeah.
the nature of like the color. I don't know. It was just
Yeah,
like
it
the
just-
lake and the greenery
lake, yeah.
and the old architecture and like the super old homes.
Yeah,
and
right.
Like
With
the
the-
boats.
The Italian colors, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like of the houses and
Yeah.
shit like that, the pastels,
Right.
you know what I mean, like man, all that mixed together. So y'all just give you some context. Reason why I really rock with Lake Como and why I love this.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go here because I saw a YouTuber that I follow, Peter McKinnon. I don't like name dropping because like I don't know dude like that, but like that's like one of my favorite YouTubers. You
Yeah.
know that. He went to Lake Como and he flew a drone over there.
Yeah.
He doesn't fly drones. Fun fact about him, I think he crashed a drone at one
Damn.
point or something happened to him. And so he never flies drones.
Yeah.
He always has his friends fly the drone.
Wow.
And they were on Lake Como. This was it sounds crazy to say, but I believe this was the first time that I had actually seen Lake Como. Like in a video.
I see.
Because I know it's been in the movie, James Bond movies
Yeah.
and things like so I've seen it, but like actually paid attention to it.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, bro, what is this Lake Como thing? And he did a great job. He's a great storyteller. So he kind of built that up. I researched it. And so it's been when we said we was going to Italy, first thing I said was like, how far is Lake Como from there?
It was your idea to go. I was
Yes.
like, we could skip it, but no, I had never been, so I didn't know what I was skipping. But like, it was you said
Man,
you
look.
insisted, and so we went.
Hey, you only live once, and I had to.
No, I agree. I think so. We we had our ferry tickets. I believe our ferry tickets for the fast ferry because there's two options. One
Yes.
is 2 hours and one is 40 minutes to Bellagio. And the 40-minute one still stops at multiple ports, so you have the option to get off wherever you
yep.
want to get off, and you get to see a few of these towns. Some of them are so small; it's
Yes.
only like a few houses, a church, and a store.
Yeah, for real.
And some of them are like Bellagio, where it's a little bit bigger. It goes up the hill, and I think it was like $11 for each for the fast.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
Yeah, for the fast boat. We did initially go up and sit in the seats, but it was so hot and
Yeah.
humid. There's no air. It's closed off. There's a window, but you can't really see. So we came back down. So I would recommend
Yes.
if you get on the ferry, just stay down in the middle area
Yes.
so you can look out and actually see the lake.
You gonna be amazed. Honestly, the breeze
Mind-blowing.
because it's
for
hot.
real.
The breeze is you need that. But man, look, if you've never seen anything like this, again,
It's so gorgeous.
City boy. I ain't never seen no shit like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't get on boats like that. Not since 1916,
Damn.
1619. But it's man. I'm like,
It was beautiful.
me and Sarah, we were literally vibing out.
Yeah, we were. I was like
Just-
amazed. I
just
was like,
amazed.
I literally thought I was like, this does not feel real.
It don't feel real.
So I definitely recommend it. We honestly, this was probably the cheapest part of our entire
Yeah.
trip.
Probably.
Like, actually, we spent the least money. Well, we only balled out at the jewelry store.
I was about to
but-
say, yeah.
But other than that, had we not done that, this would have been the cheapest part of our trip. So you get to Bellagio, you dock off, and you have your return ticket. So like when you buy your ticket, it comes with a return.
Yep.
And we made our return for like 6:30 p.m. Right,
Mm-hmm.
which is the last ferry. It leaves on time. If you miss it, you miss it.
Yeah, you
stuck.
Then you stuck there.
Yeah.
God, don't.
So we left at we wanted to leave at 6:30. So we had like the full day. We had 5 hours to spend, not full day, 5 hours to spend in Bellagio, which I think is very good amount of time.
Yes.
You can stay in Bellagio. There are hotels and stuff. Like you can stay in town. I don't think it's necessary if you have other stops.
Yeah, I don't
and
feel
if
like
you're
you
not a
wanna do that.
millionaire. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be staying unless you're there for like you want to disconnect and get away from everything. Sure,
Right.
But it's a perfect day trip.
It's a perfect day trip.
Perfect day trip from Milan.
Yes.
It's also a perfect day trip from Switzerland.
Yeah.
You're
honestly.
only a couple hours away.
Yeah. And Alps.
Who the fuck's staying in the Alps? Anyway, so we get to Bellagio and we kind of like we're like, okay, so where do we want to go? What do we want to do? So we just kind of like start walking up the stairs.
Well, first, what we did, we took that drone out again.
We did.
Y'all, this drone was out everywhere. This episode,
Yeah.
man,
Every chance we got.
every chance we had to. The way I was looking at it, I was like, man, it is literally like a once in a lifetime thing
Yeah, it
for
was
me.
amazing.
Yeah, I got to get this shot.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna say something. And funny thing is,
No one said anything.
No, nobody said anything. But it was crazy. Remember, we flying the drone. There was another guy right there had the exact same
Yeah.
drone, doing the exact same thing we were.
Literally.
Like he was like, man, I got to get this shot, bro. I was like, yeah.
And it's a lot of tourists. Bellagio is a ton of tourists.
I feel like all of them islands are.
Yeah.
Or cities. I'm sorry.
towns.
Towns.
But Bellagio specifically is like a shit ton.
Yes.
And so like it can be crowded
Mm-hmm.
in certain areas, but you can duck into like alleys. You know what I mean? Like it's
Walkways,
you walk
yeah.
up the stairs, and it's just like you go left or right, and there's something to see in each corner. There's little shops, little restaurants, cafes, bakeries,
Yeah.
stores. Like there's so much to see. Little churches, galleries, artists. Like I'm telling you, every door is something that you can stop in and look at. So
Man.
we really spent 5 hours just
Yeah.
walking around.
And it's larger than you would think.
It is.
When you walk around, it is.
Just because them knees need to be greased.
Man, for real. Yeah. Hey, honestly, I know we mentioned it a lot on here, but like, we're not joking about that knee shit. Like,
No, actually, I'm not even joking.
You have to really walk upstairs.
Yeah.
And like the Rockies, the cobblestone, basically rocks. I mean, like it's really insane, y'all. But once you walk around, man, it is absolutely
So beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah.
We walked around. We balled out, got some jewelry and shit like
Yeah.
that.
We stopped in one of the places for like a drink.
Yes.
You got a drink. We got some snacks,
Yes.
like just to chill by the lake, just to look at the view and
Yep.
kind of relax.
Aperol spritz.
Aperol, yeah,
Yep.
you know,
Your boy was gone off of them.
yeah, you were.
I was fucking them up.
You were.
I was going crazy. We got Aperol right here now.
Damn.
Yeah,
We do.
I love Aperol spritz, and
Yeah.
I think what it is, I just like it because it was like it fit the vibe perfectly.
Yeah.
Also,
it does.
fun fact, y'all. If you ask for the stronger version of the Aperol spritz,
Oh,
they
yeah.
will do that for you.
They like sub. Yeah, you just have to ask.
You gotta ask because it's not on the menu. So if you ask for Aperol spritz, you're gonna get the one that's the
Yeah.
standard one.
There are some restaurants on Bellagio that are on the Michelin Guide, and I believe there's a few like fine dining restaurants. So if you are trying to ball, you can.
Yeah.
The hotels have beautiful views. All of them are like obviously water, like lake view. But we ate at like one little restaurant where in the middle of nowhere, not middle of nowhere, but like in the middle of a random alley, and it was really good. And I feel like
It had paint. It was like a painting
Yeah.
type of
basically
spot.
what they do is they take bottles and they smush them and then they paint on them.
Yes, you could buy them also.
Yeah.
You can buy them if you want to as like a souvenir. I honestly don't recommend doing that because
Yeah.
there's so many other things that you can get off of that. Out of that port, but yeah, it's fun. It was a very cool thing. It's not packed. You would think if you want to do like the really cool picturesque type of thing, you got to get to these places early or wait. to sit outside, you know, and eat
Right.
and eat out there.
If you want to sit in an aesthetic spot, we didn't care.
It didn't care about that.
So we just
Only thing I cared about is I wanted to get the famous shot.
yeah.
Now I wanted to get that shot, and I got it, y'all. It was this looking down the stairs.
streets,
Yep, the streets, stairs, whatever.
Yeah.
Towards the lake. Man, got it. And what's funny is we were walking around because we had just put our feet in the lake, which is very dope. You can walk off to this nice little area, just chill. Everybody was over there. Not everybody, but a lot of people were over there.
Yeah.
We took our shoes off and actually put our feet in Lake Como, which was a very nice memory.
It was.
But then after that, we was walking around because I was like, look, first of all, we got to see what else going on. We got some time to kill. I need this picture. Baby, I kept remember I kept saying that? I was like, we got to find that spot. Because I didn't know where.
I didn't know where it was.
Me either. I just knew the picture. I just knew it when I saw it.
But it's basically, there's this main church at the top of the hill, and by that church there's like a little courtyard and some restaurants and stuff, and a ton of restaurants actually, and some like leather shops and stuff, and that is the street. Like next to it is that street that you stairs that you
I got the picture. I'll post the picture because I got it.
The name of the restaurant that we ate at is called La Lanterna. And it was really good. We liked it. We ordered
Loved it.
Yeah, we ordered some stuff. Actually, right next to us was sitting an Egyptian couple. I'm telling you, a lot of tourists, you're not going to feel out of place. You're not going to feel uncomfortable. It's a ton of people that are just there to be tourists. And I feel like they rely on that. So they're not like, not welcoming. They're very welcoming, very friendly people. We absolutely had the best time. We also stopped at one of the other places, was a lavender shop. Everything in there was like lavender theme.
Everything.
I got like a lemon lavender jam. I got a lavender candle that I still have not burnt because I don't want to burn it.
I almost don't want to do what I got. This,
you got a lavender beer.
A lavender beer. Now
looks like a bottle of wine.
It does. It's
Prosecco. It looks like a Prosecco.
It does. Real quick about that spot there. Remember, the guy that was the owner, he was really cool.
He was so nice.
He was very funny. He was nice.
Wasn't he like a fan of
Chicago Bears? He had only been to Chicago. I think he'd been to Chicago a couple times, right? And he was a fan of Chicago Bears. We talked about it. What's funny is he was like, he knew a lot about it. He was like, where y'all from? Asking the touristy questions.
Everyone knows about Chicago.
Yeah, right. Hey, look.
First class city, baby.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
But then he recommended this beer.
Yeah.
And so we've had this beer
in our fridge
for
almost a year.
Almost a year, y'all. And we about to open it up live right here. I got the bottle opener. And let's crack this bad boy open. There you go.
Ooh, it smells like lavender.
Ooh, you smell it? Ooh, you smell that?
I don't.
That shit's strong.
Ooh,
that's beer.
It smells like a cider.
Yeah.
So it's basically is water, malta de orzo. I don't know what that means.
Rice.
Yeah. Hops.
It's very hoppy.
Lavender, like infused lavender, sugar, and whatever lievito means.
All right, let's pass that bottle over here. Let's go ahead.
Go ahead.
Toss up real quick. Hey, salud.
I feel like it smells like lavender kombucha, which is my favorite kombucha.
Wow. That's 5.3. That don't even feel like 5.3.
Is it good?
Yeah. Man. This is old. Wow. Okay.
The bottle is also like the design of the label is so beautiful.
Ooh, this is good. I'm up here holding this, drinking like it's malt liquor.
You're holding it like, like
it's a 40.
Yeah.
I mean, this is good.
You don't have to keep drinking it if you don't.
I don't have. I'm fucking with it. That's what I'm saying. I like it. What you mean?
I know, but we're doing a podcast.
You see, but this is all podcasts are ratchet. What you talking about?
Not ours.
Shit. After this week.
Not in comparison.
After this week.
It wasn't ratchet. We just asked for what we deserve. Okay?
Y'all, it's Shannon Sharp over here, baby.
No.
This is,
anyway. But yeah, we loved Como. We loved Bellagio. We loved taking the ferry. I highly recommend it. You could really do this trip on like a €50 budget. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, you
11 euros for the ferry.
I don't know about that though.
11 euros for the ferry, 40 euros for food. max.
Actually, you're right. You're right.
You could definitely do it on a budget.
You ain't get no
for
toys.
sure.
You ain't get no toys to bring back
Yeah,
though.
you can't bring anything back. But like maybe 100 euros for the day would probably be fair.
100 euros, you good.
Stop smacking your lips on this
sorry.
damn
Man, look.
podcast. Nobody wants to hear that.
No, I'm
shit.
sorry. No, it's just real. It's real. What you mean?
Yeah, but and
It's just real.
doesn't mean it's not annoying.
It's real life.
Annoying in real life.
Hey.
Stop drinking.
Rest of the world rock with your boy.
I know, but this is not a food podcast, so you can't.
It's not.
Okay.
Chicago rock with your boy. Hey, I'm about to have me a look. I like this bottle. I think that's what it is. I just like the way this bottle feels. Look at I got my hand. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Dario's getting drunk, so I'll just close this out.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much for rocking with us. If you did enjoy this episode, please send it to someone you love. Our travel podcast will now be once every other week, so we'll see you not next Thursday, but the Thursday after.
Yes, sir.
It's tiring doing 2 podcasts in 1 week, so we're just gonna have to skip every other week.
Yeah.
But if you do not know about our first podcast, 77 Flavors Chicago, please head over there and follow us. You can follow us on Instagram, all that good stuff.
All that shit, man.
Share the shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see you Monday. Peace. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, please consider rating and leaving a review.
And if you could, please follow us on all social medias at Traveling Wild POC.
And if you'd like to suggest a destination, we can't promise that we'll go, but you can email us at media@77, that's the number 77, flavorsshy, CHI for Chicago.com.
And we can tell you one thing, we will be going next week. So get ready for takeoff. Another dope episode. We'll see you then. Peace.